think we got everything going here. Hey, this is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. Anybody using the frequency? I don't hear anybody, but we'll run here at pretty close to full legal limit just for a minute, double check. It looks like we got, it looks like the YouTube feed's going. I think we're good there. Hey, anybody using the frequency? Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. All right, let me check. Everything seems to be in line. I think we're good here. All right. Last call, man, before I call CQ. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. Anybody using the frequency?
November Bravo 3.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the SC3W Navy Ron located in northwest Indiana. I think it's Whiskey 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. I might miss something there. Over.
Brother, I barely got you, man. I haven't called CQ or anything yet. Just making sure nobody's using the frequency. You're not using it, or anybody using it? Do you know?
No, I haven't heard anybody. I just tuned down here and I heard you. That's it.
Okay, brother. Well, give me a minute, man. Give me a minute. I'm kind of getting set up here. I'm gonna call CQ in a minute, and we're gonna stream everything live to YouTube and get the party going. Roger.
Yeah, Roger, we can return your call. It's W7 I got Charlie Alpha Sierra, I believe it's something.
All right. Yeah. Hey, the call sign is Whiskey Japan number 7, Charlie America Santiago. Whiskey Juliet number 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. Roger.
Yeah, you're very good. Yeah, you're 659 west to northwest Pennsylvania.
All right, man. Very good. Very good. All right. Give me a minute. I'll call CQ. I'm going to dial back. We're running over a kilowatt here, but I'm going to cut that down to about 500 watts, and we'll get going in just a second. QSL? All right, let me cut this back here. All right, that should be good. We're about 450, 500, maybe on peaks. That ought to be enough. All right, let me get my logbook up here, guys. Bear with me. All right, I think we're ready, man. Here we go. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ and live streaming to YouTube. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I am located in the southeast corner of Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, live streaming to YouTube and listening. Yeah, I heard somebody in there. Go ahead, brother.
This is November 3, Hotel.
Was it November 3, Hotel?
That's the QSL.
All right, man. That's quite the call sign there. That's very unique there. Let me see what she brings up here. Come on there. My logbook is moving. There we go. Andrew in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Good evening, sir. Well, Mother Nature may have just came along and swept you under the rug, Andrew. It happens, brother, man. I am going to log you at 59. We're going to act like we're contesters here this evening. 59. We're going to put that in the logbook for QRZ. And thank you for shouting at me, brother. We'll give you one more shot here. We'll see if Mother Nature spins around and I can pick you up. Go ahead, Andy. All right. right, brother. I got bits and pieces of that, man. Bits and pieces. Man, we got a few watchers out there on YouTube. Good evening, guys. Hey, band conditions have been rough lately, man. Rough and tough. Nobody said ham radio was going to be easy. So, Andrew, take care, man. Have a great evening up there in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. 5959 for QRZ. Take care, 7-3, man. Anybody else hanging out? QRZ. All right, hearing nothing, we'll let the recording fly. Here we go. CQCQ. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, and live streaming to YouTube. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I am located in the southeast corner of Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, live streaming to YouTube and listening. All right, I think we can do it. Kilo Quebec 4, Yankee Bravo Victor. Good evening, young man. Oh, man, you took a nosedive. I think you asked me how I'm doing, man. I'm blessed. We are doing great. We are doing great, other than my computer is moving slower than a snail. Looks like we got a Ryan up in Apex, North Carolina. QSL?
QSL, yes. The bands are crazy. On my end, they're going up and down, in and out. I'm working with 20 watts.
Man, I might have lost you altogether there. I thought you said 20 watts, man. You're a brave man. You are a brave man in these conditions. I mean, I'm dialed back to 500 watts. I'm going to call that QRP for this outfit, but 20 watts, that's going to be a struggle with these conditions, Roger.
QSL, it sure is. But I'll tell you what, that's all I got right now.
All right, Ryan. Well, hey, I'll tell you what, man. I'm going to log you at 59. We're going to act like we're contesters. We can't hear each other, but we're going to call it 59 anyway. I don't know if you can hear yourself on the YouTube feed, but you're 7 minutes in if you want to click that link on my QRZ page and go find the video that's running. Check it out now or check it out later, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to log you at 59, man, 59. Ryan, have a great evening up there in Apex, North Carolina. Back to you if you're still there. All right, brother, man. Have a great evening, man. It's a beautiful evening here in southeast Missouri. In case you missed it, my name is Matt. Mike Alpha Tango Tango, man. We got 80 degrees and a breeze, and the humidity is at the level that it just feels good on my old bones. So, hey, buddy, take care, man. And hang in there. Conditions will pick back up eventually. So, with that said, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, QRZ. I got all these guys watching on YouTube, man. Where are you at? Turn your radios on. All right, man. Hearing nothing, here we go. CQCQ. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, and live streaming to YouTube. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I am located in the southeast corner of Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, live streaming to YouTube and listening. All right, strike one. Let's do it again. CQCQ. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, and live streaming to YouTube. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I am located in the southeast corner of Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, live streaming to YouTube and listening.
November 0, Charlie, Yankee Kilo.
November 0, Charlie, Yankee Kilo. Good evening, young man.
Yeah, good evening. Lauren in Bismarck, and I heard you calling CQ. I just had to go off frequency a little, make sure I was somewhat matched. And anyway, come back with your call again. I heard you're calling and streaming on YouTube. I got that much of it. My name is Lauren. I'm in Bismarck, North Dakota. Over to you.
All right, man. Yes, sir. We got you up there on the logger, and yep, Lauren in North Dakota. My call sign is Whiskey Juliet number 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, or Whiskey Japan number 7, Charlie America Santiago. The name is Matt Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I am down here in the southeast corner of Missouri. QSL?
Yeah, perfect copy, Matt. Yeah, you're 5'9", clear copy here in Bismarck.
All right, very good. You're right at my noise floor, man, but I'm going to log you like a contester, and we're going to call it 5959 and not tell anybody. What's going on up there in Bismarck, North Dakota? It's not snowing, is it?
No, it was almost 100 degrees yesterday. It was, we're having a little temporary warm spell. Yesterday was in the high 90s, and I don't know what it is right now, but it's plenty warm. I had to get out the air conditioner out of the garage and put it in the window, so you have to have my staff this morning, so got that lit. But yeah, no, there's no more snow at this point in time, and the excuses for doing things to get too cold is over.
All right, good deal, man. I got some friends, man. They work in the oil fields. Is that, let me see. Is that North Dakota or South Dakota? I don't know, man. But it's a crazy place you guys got up there, because in the wintertime it's like 40, 50 below zero. And then in the summertime it's like 120 degrees. That's like the most unhospitable place on the planet, if you ask me. That's almost it is. That's a 100-degree temperature swing. You guys are tough up there, Roger.
Yeah, it keeps the one of the guys I used to know up here had a song as a 30 below keeps the riffraff out. Anyway, I don't know. I've lived up in Alaska, and I've worked out in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's like everybody's got their things that are unpleasant. So take your pick, you know. But I enjoy it. It's a nice place up here. There's good moments that can be had. So that's all I quest after. You're right, though. It is oil industry is up here in the primarily up in the northwestern part of the state. There is good established work up in that neck of the woods there, and of course it's all dependent on what the current price of crude is. You know, if you got a well that's marginal, you're not going to pump it out. If the price goes down, we'll just wait for it to come back up. So that's the name of that game. But I worked in oil exploration myself a long time back out in the Gulf of Mexico. That was my involvement in the oil industry, but not done that for a long time. I retired in broadcasting just coming up on 2 years ago. So, but I still dabble, still get in there and do a little work, and not done yet. Anyway, so what about you there, Matt? Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra M0CYK.
All right. Yeah, man, we're cruising your QRZ page. Looks like you got motorcycles and maybe a scooter. You know, my Elmer was he still is. How do I say this? He's a broadcast engineer for I don't know, 30, 40, probably 40 years. Ham radio guy since teenager, 50-some years. They won't let him retire. They pay him, basically, he's home. He doesn't hardly leave the house. But they pay him basically to answer the phone. It's just hard to replace you old guys. I mean, you just know what you're doing, and the young guys really don't. He works for an outfit, I don't know what it is, but they got 5, 6 radio stations, I don't know. And they just won't let him go. And he'll if you're going to pay me to answer the phone and be on call to fix things, I'll do it. They pay him pretty dang good money, even though he doesn't have to show up to work. So that's the story there. Super smart guy. Anytime he talks, I close my mouth and listen. So anything I've done in radio, I got to credit to him, man. I've learned so much from that guy. And looks like, let's see here. Well, 2 things. Look like you got an electro voice microphone. I run one of those. And what in the world is that little guitar? My kid just picked up a guitar, but it's quite a bit bigger than that. I don't know if that's not a ukulele. What is that, like a miniature guitar? Go ahead.
No, that is ukulele. That's a tenor ukulele. And there's, they got all the sizes. I don't know if you ever seen, there's a group, I think it's the Ukulele Orchestra of Great Britain, and they've got all the sizes, and they're quite an entertaining group if you ever want to see some interesting music, and they like to throw a little comedy in their act too. But it is a tenor ukulele, and that's my main instrument. I've had some guitars over the years, but that's pretty much all I play anymore.
Oh, good deal, man. Well, I can't carry a tune in a bucket, trust me, man. You don't want to hear me sing either, I promise you that. But he's in there picking away. He's fairly new at it, man. But I hear him in there every night. He's got he's never taken any formal lessons, but man, there's so much stuff on YouTube and the internet. And it was pretty rough at the beginning, but I'll tell you what, man, there's some noise coming out of that room that's not so bad. You know, I think he's slowly getting better, QSL. All right, brother. I got most of that, man. It is up and down. I ain't telling you nothing you don't know. The band conditions are rough. The whole space weather stuff that I pretend to understand that I don't. But I watch that lady, and we got the solar flares and solar winds kicking our butt. Solar influx has dropped through nowhere. So it's just tough out there. But, hey, nobody said ham radio was going to be easy. And, hey, thank you for the flowers, man. Like I said, I can't take credit for most of it. My Elmer, he just kind of took me under his wing. I'd be quiet and listen to what he says, and what you hear is what you get, and that's what I've learned. Don't know much, but I know how to be quiet and listen. So, hey, Lauren, take care, brother. I got you in the log 59 across the board for QRZ. Got you on the YouTube feed about 16, 17 minutes in. Don't have a ton of you, but you can click that link up there and go check out this video now or later. Don't make no difference. This says CQ 20 meters with today's date. And good to talk to you, friend. Have a great one up there in North Dakota, and I look forward to talking to you down the line. NOCYKWJ7CAS. Back to you for the final, my friend.
The propagation said that band is sort of good. You popped in there really nice there, sir. So, is up and down. Anyway, you have a good afternoon, and take care, and 0QIK, and I'll say 73 as well.
All right, brother. Thank you, man. Enjoyed the QSO. Take care, man. All right, this is, let me see. Hold on a minute. Let me get my logbook up to date. I think we're ready. Hey, hi to you guys out there on YouTube. I can't really read the live chat and do this at the same time. I'm like the Wizard of Oz, the man behind the curtain, but I'm not that talented. So, hey, here we go. Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, QRZ. All right, here nothing. Let's just call CQ and see what happens.
CQ.
Oh, someone was there before I could hit the button. Go ahead, friend. Was there someone in there? QRZ. Well, maybe not. All right, here we go. CQ. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ and live streaming to YouTube. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango, and I am located in the southeast corner of Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, live streaming to YouTube and listening.
And Victor Echo 3 Kilo, India, Oscar.
All right. I think that's a friend from the north in Canada. We'll find out here in a second. Victor Echo 3, Kilo, India, Oscar. Good evening, young man.
Hey, good evening to you, sir. Just browsing around, heard your CQ. Actually heard you talk to the gentleman in front of me, but yeah, just give you a holler. Good signal up here. I'm in London, Ontario, Canada, between Toronto and Detroit. And I copy you at 59. Good signal.
All right, man. I appreciate that. I just logged you at 59 for QRZ. You're a little less than that. Hey, but we'll act like we're contesters and call everything 5-9 tonight. What do you got going on up in Canada this evening?
Hey, nothing at all. I just put up this thing. I just running an inverted V off a 30-foot crank-up mast. It's a U.S. Army one. It's slickery in. Well, I can't say that on the air, but it's slick. And good. It takes these 5-inch torpedo tubes, and you load them in the carrier and crank them up, break them, throw another one in, load it up, put it up. I can only go 50 feet because my guide wires. Otherwise, I'll be guiding in my neighbor's backyard. Yourself?
Roger, man. Yeah, we'll call it slicker than sheep. We'll leave it there. The only way you can get away with the other word is on 7200. Roger?
Hey, I've heard that. Yeah, you got it. I've been listening to that frequency. Yep, I like that one.
Yeah, it's an interesting place, man. I don't hang out down there very often, but hey, you know what? If you've had a drink or two, go ahead and spin the VFO and listen. It's free comedy, QSL.
Yeah, roger that. Some of the guys try to override everybody. Gee, they drive over them. They just key up, put their amps on. Other guys blast the music. Oh, it sometimes can be a real joke. But you gotta live with it, you know. Yeah. Anyways, great talking to you. So, how long what have you been doing? Are you running the net or what?
Oh, heck no, man. No nets for this kid, no contest either. And, yeah, 7,200. You never know what you're going to hear down there. But, no, man, I'm just calling CQ. I am live streaming to YouTube. If you want to click the link on my QRZ page or put my call sign in the YouTube search engine, this video is running live now. But you can check it out later or not check it out at all. That's up to you. It's just CQ 20 meters with today's date. And where are you at? 24 minutes, man. So if you want to hear what you sound like over the air, you got that option. If you don't make no difference to me. Roger?
Yeah, okay, I'll check it out. Give me them facts again? I don't know what I sound like over the air, man.
Oh, it's easy, man. If you go to my QRZ page, I got a link to my YouTube page. You can click it, or just put my call sign in the YouTube search engine. Either way is going to get you there. And if you miss the call sign, it's Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, Whiskey Japan number 7, Charlie America Santiago, And the video's running now. You don't have to go watch it now. It'll be up there later. It'll be up there forever, really. And it's CQCQ 20 meters with today's date, 5/13/25. And where are we at? 24 minutes. So back it up around, I don't know, start somewhere around the 22-minute mark. And there you go. You'll hear yourself. Well, you'll hear what I hear in my headphones, Roger.
Okay, Matt. Yeah, I think I will check her out. Thank you, sir. Well, hey, I'll say, Kevin Tree, it's been a blast. Good to hear you. You're a pretty easygoing guy, so thank you, and I'll let you find someone else to chat with. So thanks for the QSO. Now say 7-3.
All right, Doug, you betcha, man. Hey, the pleasure was all mine. Thank you for stopping by, man. That way I don't have to talk to myself, which I will do if I have to. But, hey, we're just out here having fun, man. We're making ham radio fun again. I don't really want to use his saying, but you know what I mean. So take care, Doug. VE3KIO WJ7 CAS 7-3, my friend in Canada.
Okay, 7-3, Matt.
All right, guys, let me get my logbook back up here. Hold on just a minute. I think we're ready. All right, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, QRZ. Man, the band is rough. There's one of you down there. I thought I heard a 4, maybe with a Victor or something. I don't know. Come again, QRZ. Man, you were there and then you were gone. Mother Nature is in a mood. Let me tell you that. Let me just tell you that. There's all kinds of storms going on up there in the sun, and she's just running around with her broom, swatting down signals like there's no tomorrow. Well, thank you for trying, man. That's all we can do. I mean, we can try to figure it out, but we really can't. We can just get out here and call CQ and see what happens. But I had you, and then I lost you. So here we go. We're going to call CQ again. Here we go. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ and live streaming to YouTube. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I am located in the southeast corner of Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, live streaming to YouTube and listening.
Kilo Charlie 3, Whiskey Charlie Mike.
All right, a big signal. I'm excited about that. Kilo Charlie 3. I can't even read my own writing. I think it's either a W or an N. I think it's a Whiskey Charlie Mike. Good evening.
QSL on the call sign. I appreciate you taking my call. My name is Jason from Western Maryland, the Appalachian Mountains of Maryland. And you're coming in at 59+5 into Western Maryland, strong signal also. And I just wanted to come in and wave a hand and say hello. Back to you.
Oh, man, I am glad you did, because it is tough out here. Yes, sir. Hey, it looks like we talked back on 3/23 of this year, so good to get you in the logbook. Where did we say? Oh, there it is, 20 meters. We talked right here on 20 meters. So good to get you in there. I'm going to log you at 59. Yeah, you're not far off of there. You're 5'7" at least, but we're going to call it 59 for QRZ. What's going on up there in Maryland this evening?
Well, we have had an eventful day today. We had some severe flooding here in Western Port and Barton and Frostburg, Maryland. And some cars pushed down the roadway. Always makes you feel warm inside to see some Toyotas and some Chevy cars floating by your house. Other than that, it's been a pretty uneventful day other than the rain. At least it's warm outside. I'll take that. We're halfway there. We get into June and get the sun out and the warmth. We'll have it made. Kilo Charlie 3, Whiskey Charlie Mike.
All right, man, oh man, that sounds terrible and entertaining all at the same time. I don't know, I got a twisted sense of humor, I can't help it. I'll tell you what, man, we had a beautiful day in Missouri. I mean, we've been battling lots of rain and tornadoes, and finally we've turned the corner, man. It's about 80 degrees today, the sun was shining, the humidity was at about the level that just feels really good on my old bones, so I got nothing to complain about, and I think the XYL, she might be coming in here soon. She's out weed eating. I know it. I'm a lucky guy. But really, actually, I'm really allergic to the pollen's in the air right now, and she likes doing the yard work, which is good. We got 14 acres, and 8 acres we got to mow and weed eat, so she's out there doing that. I would do it, but I'd probably end up in the hospital. QSL?
QSL, my daughter, she has asthma, and I totally relate on that. Sometimes it's not worth the risk to go out there. Next thing you know, you're in the hospital, and it costs less to hire somebody to cut the grass than it would to have medical bills over something stupid like that when you can avoid it. But yeah, hey Matt, it was nice talking to you again. I'm sure I heard somebody else was calling you there before I jumped in. I don't want to hold you too long, Matt, but you tell the wife whenever she gets in out there doing the weeding that I said hello also, and maybe I'll talk to you here soon. And I'm glad that the weather was good down there for you today, that you could cut the grass. Right now, with the rain and the sun out, the grass is growing quicker than you can cut it. But we'll go ahead and end on your last, Matt, and hopefully I'll talk to you in a week or two again.
All right, Jason, thank you for jumping in here, man. I'm also streaming live on YouTube. Go to my QRZ page, click the link. If you want to hear what you sound like, you got a great signal, man. We're at 30 minutes. You came in, 28 minutes-ish. And forward into there, CQCQ 20 meters with today's date. It's running now, but you can check it out later. And they sound real good down here. And, once we get another month or so, we get into June or whatever's blooming out there goes away, and I'll get out there and ride that mower and help her out. But right now, man, if I get out there, the last time I tried to do it this time of year, I barely got to the house, and she had to help me in the house, get me in the shower. My eyes about swelled shut on me, man. It just ain't no fun. I wouldn't wish it on nobody. All right, Jason, take care, man. KC3 WCM, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra 73, buddy.
73, man.
WA4, Baker Delta United, Georgia.
All right, hold on there, WA4. Man, I'm telling you what, I am not organized. I apologize. Let me get my logbook back up here. All right, WA4, come again.
WA4, Bravo Delta United, you're 59, Georgia.
All right, Way 4. That's a cool call sign. WA4. Bravo Delta Uniform, I think you said. Let me hold on. Bravo Delta Uniform. Yeah, bear with me. I'm a chicken pecker. There we go. Richard down there in Thomasville, Georgia. QSL?
You got it, by golly, without a problem whatsoever. You got a good signal coming in here, about a 5.9 plus.
All right, man. I swing a mean wire antenna. I'll tell you what, man, we ain't running that hard. We're doing like 500 watts. Nothing spectacular. We're not like we're legal limit and then some. So what's going on down there in Georgia this evening, my friend?
Well, we're on the small radio. We're on the little ICOM 706 with a double X right outside the window there. It used to be in the attic. We took it out of the attic and put it outside where it could do a little bit better work. Usually I'm running the SC1000 into a vertical, but at nighttime I come in my little back room and just lollygag. By the way, let me get your call, make sure I got it right.
No problem, man, because it is a mouthful. But it's a very special call to me. It's a vanity call, so I'll never change it. But it is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, Whiskey Japan number 7, Charlie America Santiago. QSL?
Gotcha, man. No problem. Thinking about Santiago. This past weekend, man, I tell you what, I worked Colombia, Hungary, Jamaica, and United Kingdom off of this little radio back into that.
Hey, don't underestimate the little radios, man. I used to have a 706 Mark G2. Great radio. I sold it, and I wish I never would have, really. And a wire, a long wire. And I'm telling you what, before I got all this fancy ham radio junk and amplifiers and computers and YouTube live streaming and all this stuff, I worked the world on that little sucker. Roger?
Radio room, but I put this one back in the back, and I originally put me just an antenna up in my attic, and it was doing all right, but I said, no, let me take that thing and string it from the attic outside, and boy, I'm telling you what, it is worked up a storm, and I'm like you, Sam. I love that 706 Mark that I've got, wonderful job.
Oh, yeah, man. Great little radios. I really wish I had it back, but, you know what, man? I came into this world, and I'm leaving with nothing. And you wouldn't believe it, but I gave it away. Story of my life. Buy high, sell low. But you know what, man? I just, someone wants to get into this crazy hobby. I'll be like, oh, here you go. Here's a radio. Here's an antenna. Here's a power supply. And then I get home and I go, what in the world did I just do, Roger?
Well, I had a house cleaning not too long ago. Some of the older stuff that I had a Drake outfit, had a Drake receiver, and a Drake transmitter combo. Also, several, the Swan ticket and a Swan 1012 that I gave away. Matter of fact, I've got a Swan complete set, the Swan transceiver, transmitter, receiver, VFO, speaker, power supply that's sitting on my other desk that I didn't turn it on yet.
Well, there you go. Well, you know, we can't take it with us when we go. Got a young guy, man. He wanted to get into radio, teenager. Very rare nowadays, so I gave him a CB and then an antenna, and then I gave him what did I give him? Shoot, I can't remember. Some Yaesu radio. It was like a 710 or something, pretty good radio. I don't even know how I ended up with it. They got his general. I'm all, well, here, you need an amplifier. I gave him an 811, not the H or nothing, but it's like, my wife's all, what are you doing? I'm all, hey, man, you can't take it with you when you go, Roger.
For sure. I'm like you. I could probably start amateur radio shop because I've got just gobs and gobs of radios here. I got the 897, I got the FT1000, I got the Icon 718, the Kenwood FT50, just to mention a few. And I've got the old Viking Johnson Ranger on the side.
Oh, yeah. I'm always adding stuff. You know, I've run the same stuff all the time. Oh, sorry. Hit the mic boom. Hope I didn't hurt your ear. And I don't really change much, but I'm always looking around. I mean, Facebook Marketplace, whatever. And I'm like, I'll pick up a tower for nothing, pick up an amplifier. It works kind of. Got to get in there and do a little bit of work. Someone needs some money, and I'll pick up this HF rig or a 2-meter rig or whatever. And I just pile them up, and I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't even know why I buy them. But you know what? They eventually find a home. QSL?
Bet you you're busy. We had a lady whose husband passed away. She called me. I work with the sheriff's department in Moultrie, Georgia, and been there for about 30-some years. Anyway, and she called and she wanted to give it to all his stuff away. So I called my radio man over in Hahara that does all our in-service work. And I said, John, hey, let's go over there and do. She wants 2 towers pulled out, beams pulled down, the whole 9 yards, and a whole bunch of equipment. I ended up with the FT1000. John ended up with a kilowatt amplifier plus all the towers because I didn't want the towers. But yeah, I'm like you. I got 3 hobbies. Well, 4. Motorcycles, guns, and a complete music studio and ham radio.
Well, look at my QRZ page, man. This is the cheapest hobby I got, man. Duck hunting is extremely expensive. For what I paid for my duck boat, I could buy everything I got in this shack 3 or 4 or 5 times. So I do the silent key stuff, man. Unfortunately, I got a guy that I've been helping for quite a few years. And, he probably not going to be with us much anymore. He's got a whole room full of stuff. He's got the same radio I do, same amplifier. I don't need any of it, but I know what's going to happen. I'm going to wind up just cutting his wife a check to help her out and just buy her all out of it, get her some money, not have to have her deal with, tire kickers and everything else. I'll drag it all over here, and before I know it, I'll sell it or give it away for pennies on the dollar, man. It's the story of my life, but God's been good to me, Roger.
But I tell you what, you just said a big mouthful right there. I'm overly blessed. I was 30 years in radio broadcast radio, chief engineer and DJ. And I left that and finally went into law enforcement for the last 35 years and coroner's office for the last 15 or so years. And I'm 85. They retired me. I told them, look, I'm going to retire at 92 and buy another motorcycle. You're going to retire and make you money. But anyway, hey, the Lord has done well, and I tell you what, If it hadn't been for that, I don't know where I'd be today there, over.
That's it, man. And besides, I came from nothing, man. I came from dirt floor poor, and I ain't even making that up. I mean, we couldn't afford, I mean, I come from, are we going to eat tonight type of thing, and I am so blessed. My cup runneth over. I can't take all this with me, don't want to. I'm playing with house money. House money, when you look at where I came from, Roger?
Roger. Well, once they retired me back in October, I've been from November to now 7 months without a job and living on this wonderful Social Security thing, as you know. But, you know, we've made every month without a problem. Of course, I don't owe anything except insurance and the house utilities. And that's it. Everything I've got to pay for. And I look at it like this. I ain't rich, but everything's taken care of. And the good Lord said, hey, just trust me. I got you covered.
Well, that's it, man. Don't get me wrong. I ain't rich. I ain't no multimillionaire, but everything I got's paid for. We are good, and, you know, if something happens to me, I'm worth more dead than I am alive, so my wife is going to be doing well, Roger.
Roger. Well, I have 3 sons I've lost 2 of them. One was a paramedic back in 2008, and I just lost my middle son in June of last year. He was a law enforcement also, and probably one of the best bricklayers in the state of Georgia. And number 1 son is still alive. He is a computer guru for some company out of Japan that does all this GPS and all that kind of stuff. They ship him all over the world. So he's doing real well, and I'm proud of him with his job. But like I said, I've got it made. You know, me too. I ain't rich, but one thing about it, at the end of the month, there's still $1 left in the checking account.
That's right. I ain't gone hungry. Trust me, if you've seen me, I ain't ever gone hungry. And I could go hungry for several months and still make it, probably. All right, Richard. Well, thank you, man. It's good to talk to you. God bless you, friend. I've got you in the logbook, got you on YouTube, and hope to hear you on down the line. But I'm going to cut you off. I got to step away from the radio just for a minute, and then I'll be back. So you guys waiting, if there is anybody waiting, just hang in there. I'll be back unless someone steals the frequency. But we'll leave the YouTube running. If you give me 2 minutes and 2 seconds, like old Chuck Woolery there back on the Love Connection, I will be back. So what do we got here? WA4BDU, I think. Whiskey Juliet 7. Charlie Alpha Sierra. 7-3 out there, Richard.
What's your QTA?
I am located in the southeast corner of the state of Missouri. Mike Oscar, QSL?
The Dodger. I'm in a religious net, so to speak. It's not, it's really just kind of a net. At 11 o'clock at 14304. 11 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday. And we have folks that sign in all the time. If you got prayer needs, they do prayer needs and all that kind of good stuff. So if you get a chance, join us over at 14304. The guy's name is Charlie, W0LAZ. Go do what you got to do. It's good to hear from you. And if you ever hear me on, please give me a call. WA4 Baker Delta United in Georgia. We've seen it's been a fine evening. 73.
All right, 7-3, my friend. All right, anybody waiting, just give me 1 minute. I got to go fix something here, and I will be back. Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, QRT for a minute.
Sounds like he's checking the bucket and 3WR.
Was there an N3W?
I am back. Nobody took the frequency, did they?
It's still there.
All right, very cool. Well, good evening, sir. QRT. QRZ.
N3WER, wireless electric radio.
All right. Wireless electric radio. I like that. N3WER, is that right?
Yeah, you got it right. I swear you're probably, and you're a gospel kind of guy. So I know you had to go check the bucket. You checked the bucket. Oh, by the way, Dad used to tell me all the time, you never get confused on that camping bucket and the fish bucket, when you're fishing.
You're on to something, man. Well, good evening, Chris, up there in Pennsylvania. Now I got a logbook full of you, man. Let me see. Man, you go back, 4/13, 3/9, and even last, just before Christmas. All right, man, the fourth contact. How you doing this evening, young man?
I'm doing good, brother. You sounding fine over here. Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Keystone State. Hopefully, the boy and the two girls, well, let me excuse that, because you're outnumbered. You got 2 to 3. 2 to 3. Over here, by the way, real quick, for information, we're over here by Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where we really have children to run the farm. We got 23. I'm the baby.
Holy smoly, man. Holy smoly, man. Well, you got a great signal this evening, man. I do remember talking to you. Yes, sir, you got great audio, and I remember, and they just got that natural voice you told me. No real processing or nothing. Let me see, I'm scrolling through your page. I think you even had, if I remember right, we got a matrix thing going on. I think you have a KB avatar in there, if I remember right. We'll check it all out, man. What's going on up there, Chris?
Yeah, don't go down too far. Don't go down that Sam Ham operators. Don't go all the way down the bottom page there. Nothing much, brother. We're just cruising band, listening in, and I heard you in there. I've been listening and watching you for probably about a half hour, wherever you started there. So you're sounding real good over here. No audio junk. You got that right. Just crisp, normal, natural voice. 73s, God bless you, and good deeds to your family there, guys.
All right, man. We'll stay at the top of your QRZ page. We'll keep it family orientated. I'll dive down there later without telling anybody. And yeah, man, we hate you. Just kidding. We love you. But you got that voice we're all looking for. Everybody says you got a voice for radio. No, I don't, man. I just got a lot of equalizer, Roger.
I heard that. Man, my equalizer is already built in. It's God-given. Imagine that. All right. Well, you take care. Good to hear you in there, Mr. Matt. You take care. And we'll talk to you very soon again. WJ7CAS, N3WER.
All right. N3WER, Mr. Chris up there, the Radio Elmer. He's a great guy. I've talked to him before, man. Have a good one up there in Pennsylvania, man. Thank you for stopping in. The pleasure was all mine. N3WER, WJ7CAS, 73.
73. Take care.
All right, man. Let's get back here. There we go. Anybody else hanging out? QRZ. Sometimes there's 10, sometimes there's nobody. Well, let's call CQ and see what happens. Here we go. CQ. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ and live streaming to YouTube. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango, and I am located in the southeast corner of Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, live streaming to YouTube and listening.
November 4, Gulf Sierra Tango.
N4 GST. Good evening, young man.
Good evening, sir. Getting loud and proud over here in my side of town. N4 GST out here in North Carolina. You got a 5.9 plus tonight, over.
All right, man. Sounds good. Larry up there in North Carolina. Let me get this done. Boom, you're in there. 5959 for QRZ and any of that logging stuff you need, man. What's going on in your part of North Carolina this evening?
Oh, a whole bunch of nothing going on right now because the rain stopped, so it's cleared up out there. We're kind of happy about that. Everybody's kind of just vegetating and sitting back and relaxing tonight, over.
All right, man. That's what we're doing. I dinked around today. I got my truck in the shop, so we're just home doing a bunch of honeydews and stuff like that. I got the wife's mower, and you heard that right, the wife's mower, all serviced up today. It takes a little bit. It's a big mower, 3 blades and all that, oil change. We did all that good stuff. Now she's out there weed eating now. Now, trust me, I would do it, and sometimes I do it, but I suffer from allergies, so I can't get out there right now. The good thing is, man, I married the one woman that loves yard work, and she got a lot of it out there, too. We got 14 acres. We don't mow it all, but we mow 8 of it, and it looks like a golf course, man. She does a beautiful job. QSL?
Roger. I tell you what, you can't beat that because, they say happy wife, happy life, right?
That's it, man. She really enjoys it. I'm like, I don't know. I get out there. It takes about 5 hours to cut our place. In the peak season, we got to do that twice a week, so that's 10 hours of mowing. And you know what, man? It's like fun for an hour, maybe 2. And then I'm like, man, I still got a lot left to do. She loves it. Sometimes she won't do it all in one whack, but she'll get out there for 2 or 3 hours a day, and she calls it mama time. She puts her earbuds in, and she's gone. Roger?
Hey, roger that. Hey, you know what? She's having fun with it, so don't be letting anybody tell her different.
Yeah, in fact, she was upset. God bless her, man. I am a lucky man. But a Mother's Day, it rained yesterday, the day after Mother's Day, and she's all, it's going to rain tomorrow, man. I wish I could go mow. I'm like, man, well, go mow. And she's all, now listen, if I go out there and mow on Mother's Day, what are all the neighbors going to think of you? I'm like, well, I really don't care, but bless your heart, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, if she wants to do it, don't fight her on it, but, Mother's Day, she should be relaxing, and wish Mike could have done that, because she's still working, so she had to go to work, but she came home and had a nice evening afterwards, her and I and the granddaughter over.
Yeah, man, like I said, she seems to like it, and that's good, man. We got a big 72-inch mower with a, man, what is that, like a 1,000cc motor? It's like a side-by-side motor. It's got a lot of power. And she is just out there whipping it up, man. She loves it. So, hey, I told her, hey, you want to mow it? I promise I will never stand in your way, Roger.
Oh, I heard that, because I don't think you need a haircut quite that short, do you, Robert?
That's it. Well, later in the year, get into next month, I can get out there. But honest to God, I suffer from allergies. I don't know what allergies. I've never been tested. But whatever's blooming out there right now is not my friend. And the couple times I have tried to cut it this year, this time of year, one time I barely made it back to the house, and she had to help me off the mower and get me in the shower, try to wash that stuff off. My eyes swelled shut, Roger.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's not something you want to be doing every day. I don't know, I think it's find some kind of allergy medicine or something if they actually had to get out there and do that. But as long as she ain't got a problem with it, I just let her just be happy doing it. And just take care of some of this stuff that she ain't got time for, right?
Oh, that's it, man. Like I said, most of the time it don't bother me, but there's something in that grass out there, one stretch in particular, that I got to stay away from. It's bad juju this time of year. Like I said, we get somewhere in the middle of June, and it's done with this whole blooming thing. I'm all right, but right now, like I said, if I get out there, I am in kind of big trouble. QSL?
Yeah, QSL. I understand that. I don't know what I got over here in North Carolina, but I've only been here 3 years, and I tell you what, I didn't have allergies until I got here. At least I didn't know I have. But some of the stuff that comes out of here, it turns your cars green. I don't care if you got a white one or a black one or a purple one. It turns your cars green, and it sits there. If you don't get it hosed off quick enough, it'll sit there for 3 or 4 days before you get rid of it over.
Roger. Got your QRZ page up here now. I see a ship, and forgive my whatever you want to call it, lack of knowledge. It looks like some kind of Navy vessel. I don't know what. But were you in the Navy, or tell me about the ship?
Yes, sir, I was. About 6 years in service. It was the USS Ogden. I take that back. That one is the USS Vancouver, LPD-2. It's a transport, troop transport, basically. The back end of the ship is like you got like a tailgate. It just drops down like it would on a tailgate on a pickup truck, and the ships will bounce down, and they run their land machines in there, and they load them all up, and then they pump tailgate, pump the water out, and come back up, and then they're in dry dock as we're cruising through the ocean, going to the next port or whatever. But we brought a lot of boys home from Nam out here, and then on the back half of the deck back there, it's a halo pad. We went one halo at a time. It'll fit two, but they never tried it because the MH-53 is a little hard to get on that thing with two of them because it's daggone big with dual props and all that. But yeah, it was an experience, I tell you. I started out as an Airedale, landing helos and stuff, and I almost got blown off the side of the ship one day, and I said, okay, that's enough for me. And then I changed my rank to my MOS. I changed to corpsman. Over.
Oh, sure, Roger. Well, thank you for your service, sir. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And like I said, I don't know much. I could see, yeah, you could probably land a helicopter there, but I was smart enough to know it's not like an aircraft carrier. So very cool, very cool. What year did you get out of the Navy?
Let's see, I got out in 78, I think I was finished with it. And I was out for probably about 6 months, and my, at that time, brother-in-law took me in to join the the Army National Guard. So I did that for a couple of years, and then I was done with it.
Oh, very good. Well, you got out in 1978, so let's see, I had been hatched for 6 years, so you have a few years on me, QSL?
Yeah, a couple, 3, I guess, something like that. But they still tell me I'm a spring chicken, so, I'm trying to live up to that. It's not working very well, but I'm trying. But anyway, hey, Matt, you know what? It was great meeting you, sir. I appreciate you picking up my call. I'll get out of here. Let's get some more check-ins. I'm going to go get me another refreshment here before I get too much more partial as it is. But anyway, 7:30, you and yours. You guys have a great evening and a good week to follow. And maybe we'll get you out here again and see you in the evening sometime. Take care, my friend. N4GST, back to WJ7CAS. And yeah, I said that right. Yeah, you take care. Good meeting you, buddy. 7-3.
All right, Larry. Have a great evening, man. God bless you. I tell people I'm not really old enough for ham radio, but I'm out here anyway, so they'll just have to get over it. So, all right, Larry, take care, man. Go have a great evening, and I'm also running live on YouTube. If you click that link on my QRZ page, you come in at about the 56-minute mark if you want to hear what you sound like over the air. It's a video running now, or check it out later. CQ 20 meters with today's date, or don't check it out at all. It makes no difference to me. Larry, take care. N4GST WJ7CAS 7-3, friend.
Roger, 7-3. And by the way, there is no age limit for ham radio, just so you know. Take care, 7-3.
All right, man. Take care. All right, guys, stand by. Let me listen for a second. This is just the way it goes sometime. I think someone set it like 2 KCs away, like they couldn't hear me. Yeah. Let me see what we got going here. I might have to shift down a little bit because it will completely destroy the YouTube feed. So let me get off the key and listen for a second, and then I'll see what I'm going to do. Hold on. Stand by. Yep, sure enough, man. That's just the way it goes. Bad operators, that's what I call them, because there ain't no way they didn't hear me. So, guys, I'm going to shift down probably 4 or 5 KCs, so if you've been waiting, I apologize. Just chase me down the band, but I got to get away from this operator because it'd be totally useless to run YouTube. You guys will not hear what you're saying because the bleed over is just terrible. So this is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. I'm going to QSY down just a few KCs. You'll be able to find me easy enough. All right, guys. Thank you for your patience.
Roy KR5W.
Roger. Well, sounds very good, and
All right. Is this frequency in use? And let me run the amplifier up to a kilowatt. Anybody using the frequency? All right. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. Is the frequency in use? All right, not hearing anybody. We're going to give a couple last calls before we CQ, and you guys have followed me down, man. I appreciate it. It was a net. Go figure, a net. You know, they don't care. They don't care if there's someone close by. They're going to have their net on their frequency no matter what. Don't get me going. Anybody using the frequency? All right, hearing nothing, we'll cut back a few hundred watts. We don't need all this, and here we go again. CQCQ. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, and live streaming to YouTube. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I am located in the southeast corner of Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, live streaming to YouTube, and listening. I heard a couple of you, man. Pretty tough. Let's try it again. QRZ. All right, got nothing on that, man. Thank you for trying. Let's try it again. Here we go. CQCQ. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, and live streaming to YouTube. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I am located in the southeast corner of Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, live streaming to YouTube, and listening.
Whiskey Kilo Juliet, code 4.
Kilo 5, Sierra, November Kilo.
We had a few of you in there. Kilo 5 station, come again.
Kilo 5, Sierra Kilo, Steve from San Antonio.
All right, Kilo 5, Sierra Kilo, was that it, or did I miss one?
Sierra, November Kilo, K5SNK.
All right, we got it, man, we got it. How you doing this evening, young man?
Doing okay. Just got a little bit of a bug here. Just hate to say it, coming out both ends, but we'll make it through it.
All right, well, that's all you can hope for. Looks like we got a Steve or a Steven down there in Marion, Texas. QSL?
Yes, sir, that is correct. What is your call again?
My call sign is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. Got a great signal into southeast Missouri this evening. QSL?
Definitely appreciate that. I must have typed in something wrong there. Say the call sign again.
Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. Whiskey Japan, number 7, Charlie America Santiago.
Okay, something happened with my keyboard. Whiskey 7, say again?
Whiskey Juliet. Whiskey Japan, number 7, Charlie America Sugar.
All right, got it cool. Very cool. Yeah, definitely a 5x9 copy on here in San Antonio. No complaints, good audio. Everything's sounding good.
All right, man. Very cool. Very good. You got a great sounding station yourself, man. Also live streaming on YouTube if you want to hear what you sound like over there. That's up to you. Click that link on my QRZ page or put my call sign in YouTube search engine. Either way will get you there. You're 1 hour, 5 minutes into today's video. CQ 20 meters with today's date. QSL?
Okay, cool. Very cool. Yeah, I already know what I sound like. So that's why they made headphones there. So there you go. Well, cool, man. Well, keep up the good work, and I'll let you get to that other station. I think they want to get back to you. I'm not sure where they're from, but anyway, 73s, K5SNK, San Antonio. We'll be clear.
All right, man, and that's a beautiful car you got on your QRZ page. All right, man, well, have a great evening down there in Marion, Texas, Stephen. K5SNKWJ7CAS. Ciao, ciao. All right, man, I'll get my logbook back up here. Here we go. All right, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, QRZ. Man, there's a couple of you in there, but you're right at my noise floor. Let's try it again. Again? All right, one of them is, hold on, stand by. One of them's off frequency, really bad. Was there a, let me actually, here we go. Hold on a minute. Bear with me. All right, there we go. We're good. Was there a K4 call in there?
Kilo Echo 4.
We'll call it that. Kilo Echo 4. Come again?
This is Kilo Echo 4, Oscar Zulu India.
All right, Kilo Echo 4, Oscar Zulu India. Good evening, young man.
Yeah, sounds good, man. My name here is Alan, Alpha Lima Alpha November, and I'm here with my son Jonathan. We get in here every now and then to do a little bit of radio. Jonathan's 8, and we're watching you on the stream right now. He wants to say hi. All right. Yeah, my name's coming up on your screen right now. Yeah, so we're in here every now and then and do a little bit of radio before bed. We're just on a internet halfwave and on a FT1000 that I got ham station a couple of months ago.
All right, Alan. Well, I barely got you, but I did hear him in there. Good evening, young man. Enjoy that for every minute you can, because when they become teenagers, they exit the ham room, the ham shack, usually. But, man, I used to get my kids in here playing with that, so very cool, man. Well, good evening, young man. And I know it's almost your bedtime, so I hope you have a good night's sleep, buddy.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks for coming back, Matt. All right. Let's get down the walk. Kilo Echo 4, Oscar Zulu India.
All right, Alan. Have a great evening, man. Thank you for jumping in here. We don't care what your real signal was. It's pretty low, but I logged you at 59. We're contesting tonight. Not really, but we're going to log like contesters. So 59 for QRZ. Take care, friend. All right, man. Good to talk to Alan and his little guy. Very cool. All right, this is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, QRZ.
Alpha Sierra.
Man, a pile of them. 1 minute there's none, and then the next minute there's a bunch. Call ending in Sierra. Come again.
November 8th, Echo Sierra.
Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Alpha Sierra.
Man, there's a couple calls ending in Sierra. I got to pick one. I think I got a Victor Echo 3 Bravo Alpha Sierra. Did I get even close?
Yeah, very close, very close. Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Alpha Sierra.
All right, Victor Alpha 3 Bravo Alpha Sierra. I think that's a Canadian call, but I could be wrong. We'll find out in a second. Yep, it's a Canadian call. What's going on in Canada this evening, young man?
now we're just relaxing after working in the yard. I just threw up this new half-wave end-fed antenna for 20 meters and thought we'd see how we're making it out. Sounds good. We got you in Missouri here at 5x9.
All right, man. I appreciate the 5x9. I logged you at 5x9 as well. You're not really there, but we're contest logging tonight. Hi. Probably got you at about a 4.3. Enough of you to hear yourself on YouTube if you want to. But, hey, your radio and your antenna is working good down here in Missouri this evening. QSL?
QSL, surprised at a 4.3. Well, I don't want to hold you up. We've got lots of people to talk to. Good to contact you, and we'll try and listen for you again via 3BAS, Hamilton, Ontario.
All right. Jim, right?
That is right, Jim. Juliet in New Mexico.
All right, man. Hey, and you peaked up to a 5.8 there. I'm not even kidding you. Mother Nature's a funny thing. She's a funny thing. So you're 1 hour, 11 minutes in if you want to hear it. Sounded good right there. Sounded really good, Jim. All right, man. Well, thank you. And, sometimes people want to talk to me. Sometimes I'm listening to static. That's the way it goes, man. But thank you for stopping by. Jim up there in Canada. VA3BAS WJ7CAS. Take care, Jim. 7-3, bud. All right, guys. Let's see here. I'm going to be wrapping this up in a few minutes. I think the XYL is done with her yard work. Hi, and I got to talk her into cooking me dinner. We'll see how that goes. All right, man. Anybody hanging out? Q or Z?
November 8th, Echo Sierra.
Papa, QR3 Mobile.
Man, a ton of you guys. God bless you, man. Can't get you all, but there was a mobile in there. I'll try to get you in a second, but Echo Sierra beat you off the line. So the call ending in Echo Sierra. Please come again.
November 8th, Echo Sierra here. His name is Jim, Juliet, India, Mike in Michigan. And a lot of QSV. You're anywhere from a 5.9 to about a 4.4. Go ahead.
Story of my life, man. There we go. We got a Jim James up there in Gladwin, Michigan. What's going on in your part of Michigan tonight, man? It got good weather, you barbecuing. What do you got going?
For a change, but it's going to drop down again in a couple days. Typical Michigan.
Oh, yeah, I do. I don't know what part you're in, but I own a truck, and I run into Michigan from time to time, mostly the Detroit area. So if you're anywhere near Detroit, I get up in your neck of woods from time to time. QSL?
QSL, man. Yeah, I'm right in the middle of the state, just about the Lower Peninsula, so not doing bad. I turned the amplifier on just to get a signal out there, but you're coming in here booming now.
Well, Mother Nature, she's running everything, man. We've had some, I don't understand it all, but bad weather on the sun. Let's put it that way. Solar flux is bottomed out. It is what it is. But, hey, nobody said ham radio is going to be easy, so we'll just get out there and do what we can, and then when Mother Nature turns the light back on, we'll all sound better. Roger?
Yeah, that, man. Yeah, and if there wasn't a challenge, it wouldn't be fun. Hey, you take care, my friend. Thanks for the contact. Catch you on down the log. 73.
All right, brother. Hour and 12 minutes in. If you want to hear it on YouTube, click that link on my page. You sound good, man. You really peaked up there. Audio's great. Everything sounds good on my end, Jim. Take care up there in Michigan. 73, my friend.
73.
All right, man. I know there's a few of you in there. Let me see if I can get that mobile station. I got to give a little bit of leeway to the mobile stations because they're moving around. Mobile station, you still in there?
Yes, sir. November 0, X-ray Lima Papa, Rodney.
All right, tough copy on you, but I'm going to do my best. I think I got a November 0 X-ray Lima question mark. If I'm close, give me the last one. If I'm way off, give me the whole thing.
Papa.
What was the end one?
Papa.
All right, November 0 Yankee Lima Papa. That's what I got. QSL?
QSL, you got it. Man, here's Rodney.
All right, man. Well, let me see here. There we go. There you are, Rodney. Buffleton, South Carolina. I don't know if you're there, but you're mobile and around. What do you got going, man? Did the XYL send you out on an errand?
No, I was moving the truck back in the garage. I've been
spraying Roundup, over.
All right, very good. Well, you peaked right up there, man. I already logged you at 59 for QRZ if that matters to you, but hold the truck. Hold it right there, man. You peaked up to about a 5.5 QSL. Well, now you fell back down, but that's all right, Rodney. Mobiling is tough, man. Mobiling is tough. I don't even have a mobile radio. That's you guys that do that are smarter than me, man. Well, Rodney, have a great day in South Carolina. We got you in the logbook 5959, and hope to work you again, my friend. N0XLP, Papa. There we go. Got you. Have a great evening. 7-3, Rodney.
Can you give me
W24 Baker Delta United in Georgia?
All right, Georgia station, stand by. Rodney wanted my QTH. My QTH is southeast Missouri, the southeast corner of Missouri, just above Arkansas, a little town called Poplar Bluff. QSL?
QSL, I'm familiar. I used to live in Columbia and Chesterfield. 73.
All right, Rodney, 73. Georgia station, come again.
WA4 Bravo Denmark United in Georgia. You're 5-9 Georgia.
All right, man, I got to get to where I can write faster. Is it Whiskey November 4 Bravo Denmark United?
WA4 Bravo Denmark United.
All right, we got it. WA4BDU. How you doing this evening, young man?
Well, we got it fine today. It's been a great day, up around 85 or so, maybe closer a little bit higher. But no rain for what? Give me a call one more time, make sure I got it right.
All right, yeah, you betcha. It looks like we've talked before. 5/13 of 25. That's just is that today? No, that was yesterday. It looks like we talked yesterday, maybe. All right, very cool. Hey, call sign, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, Whiskey Japan, number 7, Charlie America Santiago, QSL?
We just got these talking just a little bit ago.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was a little bit ago, as we go by UTC time, and it just flipped over to the 14th, but it's actually still, let me look up there. Yep. Still the 13th on real time, but that's okay, man. I'll talk to you twice, 3 times, 4 times. I don't care. You just keep hollering at me, Roger.
Hey, I just want to let you know you still banging in with a good signal. You 9-10 runs all the way, and I just sat here riding the mail. It's unreal how this thing is. And like I said early this morning, around between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, I'm talking to Jamaica, just like you and I are talking to Jamaica. And after that, around 11 o'clock, everything went to heck and back.
No problem. And you know what I think happened? Not really your fault. I was further up the band. I think I was at 316, and I'd been there for, 45 minutes. And, well, here comes a net. 1 KC up. And since, hey, that's how nets are, man. They don't care. They don't care if anybody's there. They don't care if they're bleeding over on nobody. They're going to have their net. Don't get me going. Anyways, so I did what best I could do, and I shifted down the band. QSL?
Yeah, but I heard you slide on down, and I went to my older son gave me a holler on the phone there. I kept listening. I kind of followed you down, and I said, well, I'll come back and let you know you're still doing a bodacious signal down this way. We'll hold you up because I know you got some other folks that might be trying to get a hold of you. Again, thank you for coming back, and anytime you're down this way, stop in for a cup of coffee and a big old pizza.
Hey, man, don't threaten me with coffee and food, because I'll knock on your door. I guarantee dadgum to you. I appreciate that, Richard, man. God bless you out there in Georgia. Thanks for following me down the band and riding along here. So take care, my friend. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. 7-3, buddy.
Roger, Dodge. I'm located 30 miles north. 03, India Golf Alpha 319, so you can't miss me.
All right, buddy. We will do. We will do. Take care. All right, man. We had a few of you in there. Call Indian and India Golf Alpha. Come again.
Kilo 3, India Golf Alpha. Good evening, Matt.
All right. Kilo 3, India Golf Alpha. Good evening, young man. What do you know today?
Well, I think I'm a little older than you, but it's a warm day near San Antonio, Texas, where we're up over just right at 100 degrees today, and it's cooling off. It's down to 97 now. So it's a fun day in the neighborhood.
All right. Well, you probably are older than me, man. I was just telling a guy a minute ago, I don't know if I'm old enough for ham radio. That's what I tell people. But here I am. So they're just going to have to get over it. Looks like we talked back 8:15 of last year. Where was that at? 20 meters right here. Good to get you in the logbook again, man. I'll tell you, we had a beautiful day. 80 degrees here in Missouri. A little bit of a breeze. That humidity is right there where it actually feels good on my old rickety bones. QSL?
QSL, Matt. I know how it goes up there. I used to live up on the Lake of the Ozarks area on Highway 7 between Warsaw and Camdenton for about 13 years, and it's not quite sweating weather, but it will be up there soon.
Yeah, it's coming, man. It's probably sweating weather in Texas. You guys are tough down there. I'll tell you what, man. Tough. And I love the Lake of the Ozarks, man. My dog trainer, he lives up there, and every year I take my bird dog up for a little bit more training, a little bit of tuning up. And every time I go up there, we bring the fishing poles, and me and my son go out and catch some crappie. Roger?
Oh, Roger. The crappie, bass, spoonbills, you catch one of them, you got a job on your hands. But you got a big signal down here, Matt. You had it when you were up on 16, and you've got it down here now. And I'm just running a little boy station. I've been playing this ham radio game since 1959, and I have fun at it and put an antenna up and go through it. But I'm running about 300 watts in a dipole, 14 feet in the air.
Well, you're doing great, man. Solid 5.8, 5.9. I logged you at 59 on QRZ. And you're an hour and 21 minutes in. You can hear what you sound like. You sound great, man. You sound great in 1959. Well, that was a long time before I was hatched, Roger.
I could tell by looking at the pictures on your QRZ page. But, yeah, I started when I was 13 years old. So I turned 80 this year, and it's been a fun ride.
Well, there you go, man. I don't know. I was a half dozen years ago. Maybe 8 years ago, I'd have to look at my license, but I was a CB'er, man. You know, I'm a truck driver. That's just how it was, and had a CB out in the shop, blah, blah, blah. Guy I went to church with, man, my Elmer, I just got lucky. Super smart guy, ham radio guy, 40, 50 years, radio broadcast engineer, 40-something years, drugged me into ham radio, kicking and screaming. But I was smart enough to keep my mouth shut and listen, and I learned a few things, Roger.
Right. You know, some of us oldies do have a thing or two to impart to some young ones, but it's fun, and I know where Poplar Bluff is. I used to be involved with the PRCA, and you guys, I don't know if you still have it, which used to have a PRCA rodeo back there in the 80s, I know that, and we go over there to Sykeston and be part of that big thing, so anyhow, I'll get off of here, Matt. Let's get somebody else in here, and it's been fun talking to you again. Have a good evening, my friend, and we'll look for you later. WJ7. Oh, one thing I was going to say real quick. Some of these new calls have me confused because when I got licensed, I had an N in my license, and then when I got up to my general class license, they threw that away, and now I hear you don't know who anybody is anymore. WJ7CAS, K3IGA.
Al, Roger. Well, if you'll see on my QRZ page, it's a vanity call, so it's not really one they hand out. And there's a long-winded explanation how I came up with it. Of course, I'm down here in the land of zeros, but I was first licensed in 7, although the 7 is not really for that. But you can read all about it. And, yeah, they do still have a rodeo here, but the big one is over there in Sykeston every year. So, all right, Raymond, well, thank you, man. Good to get you in the logbook again, young man. And I'll look forward to the next time. So you have a great evening down there in Texas. So K3IGA, man, your friend up here in Missouri. Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. 7-3, buddy.
7-3, Matt, and that's the family history that makes up your call, so have fun.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I'll never change that call. I'm going to upgrade to extra coming up soon. And as much as I would like one of those 1x2s or 2x1s or whatever, it ain't happening. I'm just going to keep that call until I'm done with radio. So that's the way she's going to be. All right, man, take care. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, QRZ. Well, 1 minute there's 20, the next minute there's 0. That's the way she goes. Hour and 25 minutes. We've been running this quite a while here. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to give a couple more calls, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. So if you guys are sandbagging, don't be afraid to grab that microphone. We're only going to do it a couple more times, so here we go. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, and live streaming to YouTube. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I am located in the southeast corner of Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, live streaming to YouTube and listening.
Yes, this is Kilo Alpha 1, United Tango Kilo.
All right. We had a couple of them in there. How about the call ending in United Tango Kilo? Come again, please.
Yes, sir. This is Kilo Alpha 1, United Tango Kilo, saying hello from Connecticut. I just tweaked my antenna, and I do get reflected power. It's 2 watts, and the SWR is 1.08, which is sending about 1,100 watts your way.
All right. I'll have to ask you to repeat that. Oh, if you said 2 watts, there ain't no way that's a 2-watt signal, man. Yeah, you are banging in here. 59 plus 5. That's what I logged you. I logged you at 59 for QRZ. Looks like we got a name I can't pronounce, so I'm not going to try it, but looks like you're up there in Tolan, Connecticut. QSL?
Hey, yes, sir. That's a Roger. And I got return power that's reflected. It's 2 watts only, but I'm sending about 1,100 your way. And my name is Zbigniew, but I know it's hard to say that. So I can tell you what they call me at work was Kojak, smoke your boots.
All right. Well, that sounds good, man. Well, whatever you're doing, it sounds great, man. It sounds great. We've got your QRZ page up there. And sounds good, man. I'm running live on YouTube. If you want to hear what you sound like, man, just click that link on my QRZ page or put my call sign in the YouTube search engine. You're an hour and 26 minutes in, man. But you do sound good there, Roger.
Roger, sir. And I'm going to go check that page on YouTube. And for now, I'm going to say 73, and it was my pleasure with flying in the air with an old-timer like you.
Oh, no, man, I'm a young gun. I'm barely old enough to be in ham radio, I'm telling you. But we're going to make it work. So, all right, man, have a great evening in Connecticut, and we look forward to getting you in the logbook again, my friend. KA1UTK, WJ7CAS in Southeast Missouri, man, 7-3.
7-3, best wishes for you and your family.
All right, man, I do appreciate that. God bless you, buddy. Anybody hanging out? QRZ.
Alpha Delta 9 Bravo Lima.
Couple of you in there. Call Indian and Bravo Lima. Come again?
Roger, Alpha Delta 9 Bravo Lima. Up here in northwest Wisconsin near Lake Superior.
All right, very good. Let me make sure I got it right. I'll know in a second here. There we go. Got a Thomas in Gordon, Wisconsin.
QSL right here on the shores of Lake Alexander, a little bit south of the big lake, Lake Superior.
All right, very good. We logged you at 59 for QRZ if that matters to you. But, hey, you got a great signal down here nonetheless. You're solid 5-7. QSL?
Roger, you're 10 over. We're running a FT710 into a Ribikov non-resident vertical antenna. Go ahead.
All right, very good. Well, hey, man, it is working for you. Don't sell it short. Working conditions here. Hold on one second. There we go. Working conditions here. We're running Icon 7300. We got a little front-end processing going on. We're dialed back, man. We ain't getting too carried away. 400 or 500 watts on voice peaks, and we're running out of a homebrew wire sloper. At the top ends, man, I don't know, 42, 43 feet. QSL?
Roger, well, we're just a wire and 90 watts tonight.
Hey, that's okay, man. I worked the world on a wire and 100 watts before I got all this fancy junk, so you can get her done. QSL?
Roger that. I'm get her done, and we'll take a look at the YouTube. 7-3, you have a great evening.
All right, buddy, you betcha. 1 hour, 30 minutes is where we are at, so you came in, I don't know, 1 hour, 29 minutes, something like that. We're going to give out a couple more calls and wrap it up, so you will not have to back it up too far. So, Thomas, take care, buddy. I'm glad to get you in the log, and look forward to working you on down the line. So, AD9BL, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, 7-3, bud. All right, man. QRZ.
Alpha India 7 Romeo.
AI7R, good evening.
Good evening, Matt. Name here Dave, Delta Alpha Greco. About 100 miles northeast of Phoenix. And altitude about 6,000 feet. And I'm running about 800 watts with a 7610 going your way.
All right, very good. You got that 6,000-foot tower that I don't have because I'm only about 200 feet above sea level. So my 40-foot tower ain't even worth mentioning. But you're doing great, David. We logged you at 59 for QRZ. But I got you at about a 5.5, but a good, solid copy. QSL?
Wow, okay. Well, you're about the same. So you don't have to put out 800 watts. I'm kind of excited because tomorrow I have a 7760 coming. I don't know if you've seen those, but those are monster radios. And looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, so 73 can have fun. KJ7CAS, AI7R.
All right. Which one was it? Did you say it was a 70? I think I just looked at one of those on DX Engineering. What was the model again?
It's an ICOM 7760.
Oh, you lucky dog, man. You got a good budget for radios, by golly. Very good, man. I'd like to have one of those. I'd like to have a lot of radios. The XYL wouldn't go for it, though. All right, man. Well, AI7R, man, you sound great. Got you at an hour and 32 minutes here on the YouTube feed. Just click that link on my QRZ page if you want to. If not, that's cool too. Enjoy that new radio, AI7R, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. Take care, David. All right, man. Let me get back here. We're going to do one more. It's going to be a one and done because I got to get out of here. Let me get the logbook up. So this is going to be the last call. It's an hour never. Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. QRZ. Man, a few of you in there, so I'm going to have to make myself a liar, and we're going to have to do it again because I couldn't get anything out of that. QRZ. All right, man, there's a few of you. None of them are real strong, and I'm going to pick this one. I think we've talked before because I kind of recognize that. Call ending in ATK. Was there a call ending in Alpha Tango Kilo? Well, there was one, then I lost them. Man, the band, I tell you what, man. Let's try one more time. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, QRZ.
Whiskey 8, Delta Oscar Foxtrot.
All right, that's a good signal. Call ending in Delta Oscar Foxtrot.
QSL, Whiskey 8, Delta Oscar Foxtrot. You have Doug, and I am in West Virginia, Whiskey Victor.
All right, Doug. How you doing this evening, young man?
I'm doing well. I just hope I'm sounding as good as you are. I have U9++, and very good audio, Roger.
Oh, man, I appreciate the flowers, man. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's the best I can do. I've worked real hard to get what you hear. Whether that's good or bad is totally up to interpretation. It looks like we talked back 6'9" of 24 on 10 meters. Hey, got you on 20. Good to do that. And you sound spectacular, man. I got a really good signal. I'm going to log you at 59. Probably not quite 5'9", but you are a solid 5'7", 5'8", Roger.
QSL, well, thank you for the flowers. I am on a Yaesu FT710, 100 watts on a 65-foot wire. Roger.
Oh, man, you're making me look bad. 100 watts. Well, I ain't running real hard. I'm doing 500 watts, but, man, that is a great radio. All those Yaesus are good radios. Yeah, they're all good radios. It just depends on what you like. I wouldn't say all. The top three are good. The top three are good radios. If I was ever going to get rid of the 7300, which I have no plans of, I think I would go with that 101, that Yaesu 101. I got some friends that run that. That is a beautiful piece of equipment, Roger.
QSL. Well, I'm fairly new to ham radio. My first radio was a ICOM 706 Mark II-G, which I liked a lot, but everybody told me I had to step it up and get a base station, so here I am.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I had 706 Mark G2, and talking earlier, might have missed it, but I gave it away. I really wished I didn't. I got mixed feelings about it. I'm glad I gave it away, but I'm not. I wish I kind of still had it. So that is a great radio, so don't sell it short. And what did I have before this? I don't remember. But this 7300 came out, I don't know, half dozen years ago, and it really turned the ham radio world upside down at that time. And I just had to have one, and I've been running it ever since, and I still like this thing. And now I got all these cords to the computer, to the amplifier, to the tuner, to all this stuff. And if I switched radios, especially another brand, my goodness, I'd probably be $200 in cords, Roger.
yeah, QSL. Well, like I said, I'm fairly new to ham. I've got 2 radios, so this is what I'm using. If that happens to this one, then I'll have the old 706 for backup.
Oh, very good, very good. How long have you been in the ham radio game?
January of 23.
Well, that's a little bit. You're not new, but you're new enough. You know what I'm going to do, man? I haven't done this today, so I'm going to do it right now. You may have some of these, and that's okay. You can get another one, whether you like it or not. You can throw it away or do whatever. But I just put your call sign on a QSL card, and I'm going to get her headed your way, Roger.
QSL, well, I'd appreciate that. Yes, I got a few hanging here on the wall. I will definitely put yours up here and send you one of mine.
Oh, I would appreciate it, man. I am a card collector. If you seen my shack, you'd laugh, but it's out of control. We wallpapered this whole place with QSL cards, Roger.
QSL, well, I am starting that direction. I have a couple of maps, and I got some cards here, and like I said, I would appreciate yours, and I will send you one of mine.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate yours, man. Trust me, I got plenty of space left to staple them up there, so I doubt I'm going to run out before I kick the bucket. I got a few years left. You never know. I tell people, man, I am rich. I got enough money to last me the rest of my life. The only caveat is I got to be dead by next Wednesday. QSL?
Well, I hope not, but yeah, I'm like you. I have plenty of walls to put them on. If I happen to fill these walls up in the shack here, I'll make many millions of contacts.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, all right, David, I'm going to get out of here for tonight. I thank everybody for riding along and getting in here. I've really enjoyed it. And logged you at 59, got you on the YouTube feed where you're about an hour and 36 minutes in. If you want to click that link and go hear what you sound like, that's up to you. That's very cool. If not, that's cool too. So, but I'm going to roll out of here. I'm going to go see if the XYL might feed me something. I'm getting kind of hungry. That don't mean nothing, but I'm going to see if I can get lucky. Hi. So, David, you take care. W8DOFWJ7 CAS 73, bud.
QSL, give me that call sign one more time, please.
You betcha. It's Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. Whiskey Japan number 7, Charlie America Santiago. And go to my QRZ page. I got a link to the YouTube page. This video is CQ 20 meters with today's date on it. You're going to be right in the end. And check it out if you want. And if you don't, that's cool too, man. I won't hold that against you. Have a great evening out there, my friend. Roger?
QSL. Well, thank you a bunch, and I think I will check that out, and thank you for the cue. So I wasn't quick enough to get the QRZ page up. That's why I had to get your call sign. It's a pleasure working you again, and thank you for the new band. Whiskey 8, Delta Oscar Foxtrot, 7-3.
All right, 7-3, bud. And look for that QSL card. Who knows when? You know, I mailed a couple of them out to a couple friends that were on my case about not sending them some. I just talked to them on 2 meters. They're literally like 50 miles away. We were off a repeater, of course. And it took 2 weeks to get that card 50 miles. So I don't know, man. Maybe you'll get it day after tomorrow. Maybe you'll get it in 3 weeks from now. All I can do is throw it in the mail and hope the government workers do their thing. So, all right, buddy, take care. Hey, you guys who were waiting, I apologize. I got to get out of here, but I'm going to end this the same way I always end it. I'm just going to go QRT, but I'm going to leave that live stream going for 30 seconds or a minute. So if you want to shout out your call sign and go listen to it later, then I'll give you that chance to do it. If not, that's cool too. So with that said, this is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, QRT. Take care, guys.